going on, Cubs fam? We are back again for another video today, video number 2. We're making this a tradition, by the way, aren't we? We're having multiple videos every day. It's fun being here with you guys quite a lot. I hope you guys are enjoying all of the content. Today, I am very happy to be providing you with an exclusive first look at KYLO Ren. Supreme Leader KYLO Ren, rather, the first footage I have at least been able to find, and a huge special thanks to SWGoH from Ma, who provided this footage to me. He does have a Gear 13 Relic 4 KYLO Ren with all of the Zetas ready to show us today. And so here's the stats. Let's show this right now. This is his YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to that down in the comments below. You can see him right there in all of his glory. He's got him over at Relic 4. Something really important to note here about KYLO Ren is that he does not have that ultimate ability. But let's pause right here. So look at this. 152k health, 48k protection, 514 speed, 160% critical damage without any crit damage added to him. And so I think there's going to be a big debate on mods. Something that I'm wondering, as we look at the damage here, look at his physical offense. I think he deals, is he a physical offense character? Let me look at his kit here. Yeah, he's physical damage. So not a lot of offense there. I'm wondering if that's going to scale up quite a bit if you focus on the mods. And I wonder with the speed here, because you got his speed here. He's got 121 speed added to this character, 514 speed total. I don't really feel like you need 100 speed there. So maybe it's just a matter of maybe you don't need to even go for any speed, and you can just buff up all the other stats and be just fine because you'll still be the fastest. So let's get right into the combat. This is going to be the first battle here against Sith Empire. Now, something to notice, because of Siphon, and also because of his leader ability, he's going to buff the crap out of this First Order team, make them very powerful. Sith Trooper in particular, as I've been looking at this, seems pretty exciting. Underwhelming, though, is probably the survivability of KYLO Ren in some of these other battles. But I think part of the problem here, and this is something I'm going to talk about, because this is not as OP as I was expecting, especially at Relic 4. But there's no ultimate ability. And so kind of like General Skywalker, when we first had General Skywalker hit the game, one of the biggest takeaways that a lot of us had was, well, you know, he's going to need to be at Relic 7 for us to really see his potential. I mean, he's still good here. He's going to be able to beat this Sith Empire team. Look at what Sith Trooper's doing there. That was like, I think that was a counter for 100k. Watch this. Here we go. Do it. Do it. Let's go. Do it. Boom. he does even more damage in the next battle. But it seems to me like the ultimate ability might be a big part of this. And if you guys don't remember that ultimate ability, let's see here. It has at 100% ultimate charge. He's in that aggressive stance for here. Let's get this next battle going. He's in that aggressive stance for 3 turns. When he's in the aggressive stance, let's see. He can't be defeated. His Siphon is doubled. All his abilities have no cooldown, so he can get to that kind of status like Rey as well. So also apologies, we got some notifications here coming. It's just a lot. I think this was SWGoH's first time recording, and so seriously, everyone, W in the chat, by the way, for SWGoH for getting us this footage. Please keep in mind he is still learning how these kits work, just like all of us. So I'm sure that there are some attack strategy tips that he's going to learn. These are some of his first battles that he's done and recorded exclusively with the purpose in mind of shooting some footage our way so that we can enjoy this. All right, let's see what he does here. I think he holds. He wants the advantage, and then he goes for the AoE here in just a bit. And we're going to see some pretty sweet Sith Trooper action here. Here we go. Watch this. Look at the damage. Boom! 190k I think I saw on that one. Now, we are having issues with gas. He does lose against General Skywalker in this battle. And a lot of this comes down, this is where I feel like the survivability of KYLO Ren may be a bit of an issue. And it may be, to beat gas here, what he might want to do is mod him for health and protection, especially health because he's got so much base health. That may be the best option here, because where the battle really goes south here in a bit, you will see, is when he loses Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Look at that. He's got 80 stacks of Siphon right now. So he's really amped up. Here we go. We're going to do this second special, AoE. Decent damage, but again, his offensive stats weren't as high as I think they probably could be as well. So I really feel like almost with a big takeaway I have after watching this from a modding standpoint is, what if you just ignore speed? Don't do the speed arrow. Don't worry too much about speed secondary. Just go for health, go for offense. Make him tanky and make him hit really hard. All right, so here we go. Look at this. Boom. 140,000 damage, and he's taken out. And then he's not able to beat Gas. Let's check out the next Gas battle. This one only lasts a minute and 24 seconds, it looks like. So anyway, that's kind of one of my main takeaways. But again, what is this going to look like once we have that ultimate ability? Also, it's always interesting first day with these characters. Something that I want to emphasize is every single character, it feels like, that we get, from Jedi Revan to Darth Revan to Gas, day one, there tends to be some panic amongst those who get it, because it doesn't look like they're quite as OP as they had hoped. Now, again, a lot of that tends to be because there's maybe missing Zetas. There's something missing. In this case, he does have all 6 Zetas, which is just like, man, what a champ for hoarding. And the stamina to hold on to 6 Zetas blows my mind. But he does not have that ultimate ability. And so I think that's probably the missing component we need to have patience with, and not, for those of you who got him, maybe don't panic on. From where I'm sitting, though, as somebody who does not have a prayer of getting Kylo Ren or Rey for quite some time, I'm quite okay with this. I'm sure that once he has his ultimate ability, he's going to be able to beat Gas. Look at that. See, Gas took him out again. 170,000 damage there. He's just like, I'm out of here. Here's another Gas battle you guys can feast your eyes on. This one's also a loss. So I'm quite okay with that, because what I am most concerned about, other than the fact that you guys saw my rant video, and I think this event was embarrassing for CG. I feel like they did not put enough effort into this from the looks of things, and I think for that being the only thing they did all quarter, basically, that's pretty shameful. But long term, what I'm the most worried about is game balance. When I saw these base stats, it just feels stupidly overpowered. But so far, without the ultimate ability, it doesn't look to be that way. He's not even able to beat the current meta with this team. He is trying different team comps. He does need to play around with mods, I think. I'm confident that with tweaking mods, giving Kylo some extra health here, and giving him some more offense, perhaps, I think that he'll be able to beat Gas. But the fact that you would need to think through it, you can't just auto this, you're going to have to really strategize. That, to me, is actually really good news and encouraging. It is just Kylo, though, my people. We don't know. It did look like Rey's kit was quite a bit more OP. I don't have footage of Rey yet. I will be sure to get that to you guys as soon as I get my hands on it. I don't know anyone who has her yet, but I will do my best. I know of several that are going to get it soon, but the ticket situation is just bad. Yeah, look at this. Gas is just wrecking here. Just wrecking. And the damage, see, I think the damage, and it makes me wonder almost. He's got 110 stacks of Siphon there, and he's not doing that much damage. So part of me wonders if there's a bug. I don't want to say that there's a bug, but I wonder if Siphon is working right. I mean, Siphon's a bit of a mystery, right? I've read over Kylo Ren's kit so many times trying to understand Siphon. The general idea seems like he gives everyone on his team, let's see, it's like 40% mastery, I think it was, off his leader ability. Where is that? Supreme Leader, yeah, 40% mastery and plus 50% crit damage. And then Siphon is, the stacks are, that's how much percentage you gain of a stat. It looks like it's just mastery. And so you're gaining your own mastery. You're taking mastery from the other team right here. What does that translate to? It doesn't look like it's translating to that much damage. So maybe we need to hold the phone a little bit. Maybe there could be a bug here or something. It doesn't look like it's really doing a lot right now, but we could just be misunderstanding it. So interesting stuff. There is also always that variable of maybe another character's coming. I think it's really weird that they're recommending that Kylo Ren work with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren Unmasked and Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. From a lore perspective, they've historically tended to avoid putting two instances of the same character together. And so that could have something to do with this. But by and large, this is looking... Uh-oh, we got a loading screen. Here we go. Let's hit play again. Okay, that footage is failing on us. Here, we'll go to this Padme battle instead. Not sure what the deal was with that other one. But anyway, it really just remains to be seen, you know, what they're doing with these characters. If there's, I don't think there's anything else coming. I think more than anything, there's a little bit of a mod tweaking needed here. And probably gonna need to have that ultimate ability because that's definitely OP. And I also think that you could just probably ignore speed. If you have a Galactic Legends character, I think the way that these characters are tuned are in a way where you don't really need to worry about speed. You can just mod their other stats. The gap in their other stats is just a bit less than some of the others. So anyway, my people, let me know what you think about this so far. If you know anybody, by the way, if any of you know anyone who has Rey, let me know. I'd love to get some footage of that out to you guys. I'm curious to see. It definitely felt like when we read these kits initially that Rey was the more OP out of the two, and so far it definitely looks like there are some weaknesses here before we get to that ultimate ability. And of course, we'll also be sure to get you some footage of the ultimate ability once we get that. I haven't even seen animation of his ultimate ability, what that looks like, but definitely excited to see that. I also think it's kind of cool how, I don't know if you guys noticed there in the footage, but he glowed yellow underneath his feet when it was his turn. I think so. Some cool touches like that are nice. Still don't love what they've done with this event, but I promised you guys positivity in the next video. So I'm trying to not just rehash my feelings here about Galactic Legends. But wow, look at this. Padme is even kind of doing a number here on this team. I don't even know if I haven't seen this battle yet. I only watched the Sith Empire battles. I'm not even sure if he wins. Let's see if he gets the win here. All right, Kylo Ren. He's got 100 stacks of Siphon, so you'd expect some pretty heavy damage here. Not that much. Yeah, it just makes me wonder if it's working right. Okay, here we go. What's he gonna do with Sith Trooper? He's got advantage. Let's go. Okay, he does it. There's an attack. We can stun with crew. All right, do the special. AoE. Man, yeah, just not that much. He's got 120 stacks of Siphon now. 66k damage on his basic is all after. Okay, he's up to 130. Notice that he's a slow grind. He just keeps gaining more and more and more. So you would expect 150 now. You'd expect some pretty serious damage now on this. 80. Wow, it's just not. It's not scaling that much, really. 160. There goes crew. Padme's protection up is just doing a number here too. Okay, here we go. Sith Trooper. Boom. Not that much. Okay, here's his first special. Okay, there we go. There's some good damage. And by now, you got to think he would have been able to do his ultimate. 200 stacks. It's a slow grind, and then there we go. So he does get the win. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know again what you guys think about Kylo Ren. I'm honestly a little bit underwhelmed right now, which is kind of how I want to feel. I'm glad that it doesn't look just insanely ridiculously OP. I think that's good news for us. But again, some caveats to that is maybe some modding changes, maybe the ultimate ability, and it does get to that OP level that we're all pretty worried about. So let me know what your thoughts and feelings are down in the comments below. Like the video if you did, and stay tuned tomorrow, my friends. I have a whale chat coming up. We are doing an interview. We are going to discuss Galactic Legends, the event, how they feel about it, the same whales that I talked to before, and we'll talk about if their opinion has changed, etc. Good stuff. That's coming tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time sharp. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me for the video, and as always, my brothers, don't forget